Hey, yo, what's up everyone? It's your boy Carl back at it again. The video same grind, you already know. Hope y'all doing well on this Friday afternoon, ready to grind hard because like always, I'm ready. So today is part 19 of the pre-animation school training arc, making progress in the art journey, the journey before the animation school. And yeah, so today we're gonna tackle another practice that I've planned in the block tree of this practice, which is a bit more fundamental, is it less creative? I don't know, but it's more of a basic study of how to draw with limited values, as you can see in the title of the video. And by the way, sorry for the last video. While I was editing, I realized that my voice cut it a lot. I think it's because the mic was a bit too far away. Hopefully today's video is going to be better. I'm trying my best to speak as loud as I can so it doesn't cut. And yeah, but anyway, so yeah, today we're gonna do some value practice, some value study, which is something that I haven't done for a while since till I started this blog here actually. And also I wish that I had this practice before when I started doing my manga in black and white, because I had a really hard time to decide which value is going to be which, but over time I try hard a little bit and then I managed to find out how to make the values different for whenever I'm doing something in black and white. But this practice here is going to be really helpful to just capture the depth and the shapes of things by using just simple colors, black, white, and gray for the first practice. And the second practice that we're going to do for the second part of the video is going to be limited to black and white only, where we're focusing more on the black spots, black shading. That actually has been a while I've done those. Well, actually, to be fair, I don't really do a lot of illustration nowadays. I'm doing more of sketching, practicing the base, the foundation of every illustration. Then eventually I'm going to start doing more illustrations. But now I'm having so much fun with sketching these days. I've been posting a lot of them on my Discord, by the way, that you can join in the description box below. And yeah, so today I'm gonna do something less fun, even more. So it's gonna be less creative and even less fun for me, because I'm gonna do backgrounds, which I hate doing. Usually I just draw characters or people in general for most of my studies, but I've realized that I haven't touched backgrounds for a while now. I've been neglecting it, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do some backgrounds today. Gonna do some well, for the first part anyway. For the second part, it's gonna be characters, mostly it's just gonna be characters in general, or creatures. But for the first part, usually I do portraits. I break down the portraits of the people, and I want for the next time, I won't record this session, but for next time I'm gonna start doing half torsos, to break down the torsos with 3 simple values. And yeah, so today I'm gonna do some backgrounds. I'm gonna do the first one live with you guys, and after that I'm gonna do a time lapse. You know the drill. And yeah, so like I always, take your pen, paper, tablet, or whatever you need to draw. Let's grind together. Don't stand there or stand there. Just sit there, watch the video, and do nothing. Be productive as well. And yeah, so I got the reference here on the screen already. But for you guys, it's blur. Well, it's for me. Also, it's blur. The reason why it's blur is because for this exercise, you want to focus on the general shape. You want to focus on the general idea. You don't want to capture everything, like all the details and all this stuff. You want to capture the biggest shape to give the idea of what you're trying to do here. And the same thing when you do a portrait. I'm gonna put some screenshot of my practices, of previous practices of what I've done here. The goal is not to try to draw exactly what you see, but to capture the general idea and know where you put your value so you can tell what is what. And so you'll be able to do some paintings as well eventually, because this is one thing that this is a skill that you don't initially need to have, but it's good to have in your in your toolbox. The ability to just do color blocking with simple values, and then after that you're gonna put the colors in with the right value, the right saturations and all this stuff. So yeah, and for today I'm gonna do a background, and I'm limited only with a shade of gray, black, and white. And so for the first reference, I'm already in trouble because everything I say is gray. So what I'm going to do is that the darker grays, I'm going to put them in black, and the lightest gray is going to be the actual gray, and we're going to have some white. Well, the parts that's going to be what's going to be white. I'm going to put the timer for 30 minutes. We don't take breaks here. No breaks. All right, so full 30 minutes, no 20 minutes. 5 minutes. All right, this is the first one. Let's start with the. Usually when I do a portrait, I start with a base, which is the full gray. Then after that, I add the white and the black, which is gonna be the lighting in the shade. But for background, honestly, I don't have the process. But I can see here those two are the darkest grays, so those two is gonna be about, well, everything that's like around this area of gray is gonna be black. I guess we can start with that. And here, this part here, I know there's grays there, but it's so close to white. I'm gonna make white, and maybe see, they're pretty close. Yeah, arguably close. So I can put this a gray instead of black. It's gonna be too much. Yeah, I'm gonna start with this part here, and you can say I made a frame because I'm trying to stay at least in the. I'm trying to at least be in the same. Keep the same size and keep everything accurate, close to accurate, especially for backgrounds. And like always, we don't worry about perfection. You're gonna become better as you do this. Since those are backgrounds, I'm not expecting myself to make anything. I'm gonna put a bit of easier with portraits because when you do a portrait, there's an actual black spots and actual white spots and zone of grays. Well, there's darker grays as well. There's multiple shade of grays, but 50 shade of there's multiple shade of grays, but you can use those darker shade of gray to make it as a black spots. Because there's actual black spots in some I'm gonna light as also I should practice this a bit more often because one thing that I want for my whenever I'm doing a full illustration, one thing I want to do with my backgrounds is that I want to apply the same style as Tetsuya Nomura. I know I keep glazing that artist, but bear with me because if you play the games Neo Duels with you, you can see that every humanoid characters have have bold graphic line work, but everything that's in the background is just color blocking. And I want to do that because I think that it will contrast pretty well with my line work, which is really bold. If I can master this way of doing backgrounds, just doing color blocks, not only is gonna be my process of drawing background easier, quote unquote easier, and it's gonna be more fun anyway. Because I'm not gonna lie, inking the background is such a pain. Like I think that's one of the things that I dislike when I was doing my manga. Like then that when it comes to do the background, I'm like, man, I have to ink all that. Like I don't mind inking all of a character, but inking a background is a part here. Yeah, if I can learn how to proper color blocking, I might have more fun. Like solid color blocking, like I want to. One thing I want to avoid as much as possible with my work is using airbrushes, because I still use it now. Some of my illustrations when I want to do some quote unquote complex lighting, but I I want to stop using the airbrush. Not that I got something against it, it's just that I don't know if it feels out of place when I'm using it. I feel like I'm not using it properly. This whole part here, because it's just a bunch of jumbo going on here. Like if we zoom out, you barely see the details. So I'm just gonna make it. Like I said, we're not focusing on it. And I know the perspective is gonna be wide. And I probably said it already, but I put the original reference on the screen for you guys. And by now, I think I already put it in the editing. Because like, you know guys, I keep saying those things a lot so I can remember my future self when I'm editing to put the reference. Because if I don't do it, I'll... I ain't gonna lie, when you take a look at this is literally thumbnail. Thumbnailing your idea, watching, draw for yourself. Like maybe you're gonna put a bit more. Oh, okay, I'm gonna like I think this is a the hallway of a university or a college. I think that's from Totally Spies actually. Now about it, because I remember when I took this reference, because this is a reference I've been in my my computer for a while. I haven't used it. I think I was looking for Total Spies backgrounds. I remember they were pretty this probably. I'll make it black or make it. I'm gonna make it black. And definitely. I guess this part here, what we do, since this part is oh, that's actually a locker, because I have the reference in front of me in color. So this is a locker here. I thought it was another wall, but I guess that's the part. This is part of the locker that's glowing. Light is reflecting, so we can do this for the values. Okay. First scene. And I think I remember, because that's something I what you call this, the name of the class, my photo video classes. I forgot the actual name of the class when I was in college, but it was a photo video classes. I remember when we were doing some black and white pictures, and we were doing contrast and making sure that the values were proper in black and white. I remember the teacher told us to zoom out, and if you squint your eyes to see, like if you can tell the difference between each values, and if you can tell the difference, that's mean you good a good proportion of your not proportion, but a good balance in your black and white and gray. But if you can't, if everything is what you call this, everything is mixed up, this means you need to work on your values. In this case, it's gonna be easier because you know you're limiting yourself to 3 values, but you want to be able to still tell the difference between each thing. You know, like from far away, like I think you guys can see it as well. But from far away, you know, I can tell there's the black wall with the black wall, I know it's not actually black, but it's gray. But anyway, there's a wall here with some white with a window. I can tell there's another black wall here. I can see some spots of there. I can tell there's a roof. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit confusing the white with gray here. Maybe it would be better if I put the gray a bit darker, a little bit. Let me see. Because I know I need to tweak. Yeah, I know. I need to, and yeah, now it's better. That's better. Now I can tell the difference between the ceiling and the floor and the walls on the side. I just need to make it. But anyway, so now you get the idea of what practice consists of. And so now for the rest, I'm gonna make it as a time lapse. So enjoy the good music in the background, and yeah, let's keep up the grind. All right, back from the grind, back from the session of doing a value study with 3 value only. And not gonna lie, this one I don't know what the heck I was doing, because when I look at the reference, which it came from TMNT, Rise of TMNT, I think, if I'm not mistaken. When I look at it, I'm like, well, yeah, I don't think you capture anything that looks like a city here. Like even the cars, I couldn't capture them. I mean, to be fair, it was blur, so I was just focusing on the big picture. But even the big picture, I can't tell what I just did here. Like I can tell this is a city with the buildings and with lights and all this stuff. At least this you can tell, like, okay, this looks like a hallway or something. And this one, no, well, to be honest, I don't even know what this is, but you can tell, like, okay, yeah, there's some building with windows there, and it might look like a power plant or something. You know, you can tell what's going on. But for this one, yeah, it was whatever. But I tried my best here, and yeah, but let's move on from that. Now we're gonna do the more fun part, which is now we're gonna draw characters. We ain't gonna draw backgrounds. Fuck backgrounds. I'm gonna leave that for someone else in the future. That'll be my not someone. I'm gonna leave for my future self to deal with this problem. For now, I just want to draw characters. So yeah. So now we're gonna import this image here. Go. So I'm gonna take a character, you know, from my pictures. I picked this one. I picked Misty, and I'm gonna draw a Yoshi. A Yoshi version. I don't know where it came from. I don't remember where it came from. Is it from not Yoshi Island? In a Mario and Luigi game. I don't know. But anyway, so now the goal is to draw this with only black and white. And the fun part is I'm not gonna do like your typical line work, sketch, base sketch, whatever. I'm just gonna straight up draw the character and add the black spots. And doing this practice actually helped me do better at sketching. This is like capturing the shapes, capturing the because I've showed you my process last time in part 17.5, if I'm not mistaken. I showed you guys that, or if you've seen, when I'm sketching, now I'm really like capturing the general shape, then after that add the detail, right? I think I've subconsciously start doing this before I start this process when I was doing this practice. Because this initially what I'm doing here is that I'm actually drawing the shape that I'm seeing in all white. I'm drawing the silhouette. That's what I'm drawing. I'm drawing the whole silhouette. Then I'm adding the black spots to define the silhouette, to show the different, you know, part of the body, to give some depth, some volumes to the character. So actually this is what I'm doing here. And the proportion might be a bit messed up. The silhouette might like a bit of foundation, not foundation, but the structure. That's the word. Might like a bit of structure, but it's there. You know, like you can get it. You know, you can understand what's going on here. There's a bit of depth in there. So yeah, you're gonna see it while I'm gonna do the time lapse. Or shall I just do the first one, or I shall do the two of them? Because it won't take me 30 minutes to do both of them. Well, it will take 30 minutes if I'm yapping at the same time. So yeah, I think I'm gonna make this as a time lapse. So yeah, let's keep up with the grind and yeah, enjoy the time lapse. from the time lapse. I hope y'all had a good session, make some good progress. And yeah, so this is it for the value study. And man, as I keep doing those practices, I keep realizing how much impactful the previous practices are at the current stage, because I think that if I wasn't comfortable with every practice I've done in block 2, which is perspective, depth, volume, shape forms, all this stuff, and I think we did a bit of shading as well in the block 2, or it wasn't this. Yeah, in block 2 we did shading. Yeah. But we shaded some spheres, and on my part behind the scenes I've been doing some cubes as well. But yeah, without having a good understanding of those things, without being comfortable drawing those things, I want to be able to do this, like draw the silhouette of a character, or I will be able to do it, but it will be really scuffed. It will lack structure. Will lack, you wouldn't be able to understand what I'm doing. Or what you're looking at, but having a good understanding, a good application of the fundamentals here really help to draw stuff from, like without having a base sketch, like doing a gesture, doing the boxes, and then after that redefine the boxes with the proper shape, the proper forms for the character. No, we just drawing the character straight up as it is with a flat, like totally flat with the silhouette, then add the things that needed to make the character pop, And one thing that I found interesting with this Yoshi in particular is because this art style, like I said, I'm not sure if it's a Yoshi Island art style or is it the Mario and Luigi style. It looks like a Mario and Luigi because I don't remember seeing this Yoshi Island game, but yeah, the shading is really interesting because it's if I'm not mistaken, this is a watercolor. I was about to say the French version, but the French translation, but it's watercolor. Yeah, I think it's watercolor coloring here, and it's really like faded. And not gonna lie, it was a bit hard to tell, okay, where do I put the black spot? So I decided to focus only on the really dark parts of the reference. Then after that, extended it a little bit with the lightest part of the shading, because you can see that there. Oh well, you guys can see it because it's too small, but let me bring this here. Oh wait, you don't. I forgot this is not my Twitch settings here, but anyway, I'll put the reference in the editing so you guys can see it. But there's 3 tiers of shading. You got the glow, like if you look at the nose of the Yoshi, there's the glowing part which is at the top. Then you have a first tier of shading, a second tier of shading that's like a blending between the darkest part and the second darkest part and the second lightest part, like it's a blending of the two. Like there's a 4th tier of shading here, but I decided to go to put them in 1 tier with a 1 black spot like this. And yeah, it was a kind of hard, but as I kept doing it, I was starting to keep the pattern, understand the pattern. And then you have the Pokemon shading, which is straightforward. It's just that the only difference between me and the actual art style is that mine is more hard cut edge, cell shading, then this one is a bit more soft over the edge. So yeah, and yeah, so I'll say that I remember I did a video about that, like when you do your fundamental studies, that you have to go level by level, and this just reinforced my theory, or is it even a theory because I'm actually applying it. It's true, like you have to go level by level. Like yes, you might be interesting to do something, but you have to do the previous level before that, and eventually you'll be able to draw the way you want to. But anyway, enough yapping on my part. This video is already long enough. It's been an hour already. So yeah, I'll let you guys go. Enjoy your weekend, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any of my videos that I upload every Friday afternoon. You can join the Discord. This is where I post all my artworks nowadays. I don't really post on social media. Well, actually, I'm not even on social media anymore. I'm just on Discord, chilling with the community. Every Wednesday we're trying to do some art grind sessions. We're drawing together. Share some tips about the grind, talking about anime, games, and all this good stuff. So feel free to join the Discord if you want to find a community to grind your art, with. And yeah, so I'll let you guys go. And like always, keep grinding, take some break, and don't slack. And yeah, I'll see you guys on my next video. All right, peace.